So I actually just wanted to make a real quick video here on how to trust your horse. So I think it takes like a certain level. Like when you first get a new horse, how long is it gonna take before you actually trust it? Well, if they do something that can make you untrust them, like, you know, say you first time saddle a horse and like when you saddle it, it doesn't like to get saddled, like it takes off bucking, then, you know, that could cause something. If you're not gonna trust something, it's gonna give you a reason kind of not to trust it. So your horse is also actually has to trust you as well. But like to get full trust, like that would take, you know, depends how long you go without having a problem, you know. I don't know. I think maybe, like, for me to trust the horse enough to just go out in the pasture, jump on it, I mean, I don't know. Like, I've had my horse I've had now for like 11 years. I'm trying to think of when was the point where like I really had full trust, and like my horse has full trust in me. So I'm gonna say like 2 years. You know, how long would it take you to fully trust somebody with your life, basically? You know, like if you go meet a new friend, how long is it gonna take for you to trust them with your life? Like if you ride a horse, you're basically trusting them with your life. So, but like if we delve in deeper, like how do you develop that trust? You know, I think that both sides, like a horse needs to trust you too, because it's like a team. It's a partnership. It's a team event. Like you doing whatever you do with the horse is a team kind of, it's like a team sport. You gotta trust one another, you know. So usually the things that make people untrust any or all horses, that they had like a bad accident or a wreck with one, you know. So it's gonna take, I bet you after you had a wreck and you don't trust the horse, it would probably take a long time. I'm saying maybe that 2-year mark for you to get to trust that horse. So there we go. Quick talk, how to trust your horse. I think there's all different kinds of drills and exercises. Like if I go buy a horse, I'm gonna really kind of test the time. How much does it really take for me to like really trust the horse? So if, you know, if like the more trust you get with your horse, like if you first start riding a horse, you start off with it like in a small pen because you don't trust it enough to go into a bigger pen. Like when we first were breaking horses, we, you know, like we would start off with the first ride of the horse in like the stall, and then like this, you know, then we progress to the next biggest spot, which would be like the barn alleyway, like in between the stalls. And then we might take it, the next spot would be like the round pen. Then you go from the round pen into the arena. Then you might go from like the round pen to the more and more trust you get with your horse, the more, let's take a look at this, the more and more space that you give them. The more you trust them, the more trust you give it, you know. So like I could go ride my horse now with no reins, no bridle, because that's like a higher level trust, you know. I don't know exactly what time that took, you know. So yeah, I mean, I think that's, you know, pretty good talk on how to trust the horse. I think that there's might be individual things that you can do, individual exercises that you can do to trust your horse. So yeah, all right then, let's let's call it a wrap. Let's wrap it up. Thanks for watching.